I just wanna live a good life.
What is up, guys? We are the Freelifeboyz. Back at the game, another YouTube video. I go by the name of Image.
I go by the name of L-U-H-U-N-K, which spells love.
And I go by the name of Mac Mark, the legend. You feel me? Today we'll be discussing in this video of keeping it real with the Freelifeboyz, living without one of your parents, and we'll be discussing living without our father. So, question to one of the groups to start this off: how has it been living without one of your parents?
It's been very sad, emotional, stressed. You know, I have my dad on my mind most of the time, and I don't. And currently, my dad passed away. And so much my dad has done for me. You know, I really think he was an awesome man. And my dad wanted to become a chef, you know, cook it, you know what I'm saying? He wanted to become a chef, and he wanted to start his own cooking business, but obviously he wasn't able to see that day. Man, he used to cook me a lot of meals. He used to get me full. And, you know, he used to cook, like, actually the tamales, the actual tamales, not like any other tamales, but he used to actually cook it from scratch. And that's how amazing he was. He used to cook in the morning. If I spent the night at his house, he used to always cook me breakfast burritos, sausage, egg and cheese, sandwiches, you know. Man, it was just great times with my dad. Like, it was awesome just being with my dad and spending time with my biological dad. But I have a stepdad who clearly takes care of me. And, you know, he makes sure that I have everything I really need. You know, like shoes, clothes, underwear, everything. Magmar?
Well, my story is I really never had a dad ever since I was born. I'm currently 14 right now and still have never seen my dad. I seen him one time, but it was only like for a few minutes, so I won't even clarify that as basically see him having to spend time with him, just doing son and dad things. So I always based up off my mom and my uncles and my grandpa and them to be there for me, to have a father figure. But just for a dad, I'm not gonna say I didn't care because I was too young to ever know. But as I grew up and everything, it got hard. I'm not gonna lie. And I always wanted to meet him and everything. And at our church, one time they asked, "Is it all right for if your parents wasn't there? Is it all right to hate them?" And that's when I knew, like, even though he wasn't there, I can't hate him. I can't dislike him because it's not gonna help me in any way or anything like that. It's not gonna make him come. It's not gonna make him, because he already wasn't there. It's not gonna make him go. You know, we still make it through the day. I still think about it. I'm not gonna lie. Still think about it, and when in the future, I'm gonna be a better father than my dad was. And he have 3 kids, me and my 2 oldest brothers, and he wasn't there in their lives either. And all of us never really hung out with our dad, so because he was so busy in jail and everything like that, we never got to do nothing with him. So
For starters, I had my father in my life, but as I grew up, our connection, and he slowly started to fade out of my life. We didn't have the best past with each other. It's more like I've been trying to run from him and trying to leave him, knowing that's my father, and we don't have the connection that we're supposed to have. We don't have that father-son connection. It's more like I'd rather keep my distance from him than to be with him. It got to the point where I don't even want to have a conversation with him. He tried to call me multiple times. I didn't answer on purpose because I just don't like talking to him. And it brings me down thinking about the things that happened when I was younger, and always finds like it comes and goes and it hits hard. But I made it this far, so from the grace of God, I have a loving mother. I have a loving mother that is watching over us, watching over me and my little brothers, and helping us get through it. I have a loving family that is helping us as well. They're helping us, encouraging us, and doing all this. And I had a stepdad at the time named Ronald, and he was just showing me, like, spending time with me, as in, like, what a father was supposed to be doing at the time of what happened. And for me, in my defense, I just don't want to live through that moment or those memories again, because I rather myself to be safe and be happy than to have to live through a memory which I really regret. Like, if you was to ever see me down or ever see me just not, like, uneased or not my actual self, that's probably the reason why, because I'll be thinking about the times that we went through.
Guys, how did you guys get through, like, without having a father?
How I got through it is I talked to God and He helped me through my situation. I always try to be a big, bold, strong person and just keep it in, but after a while it get heavy and you don't know what to do with it, and that's called for suicidal thoughts and all that, because you just holding it in thinking you all brave and strong, but it's not the case. You don't always have to be strong, because if it wasn't for God, He would have never gave us tears to cry. For them, I'm telling y'all, it's gonna get hard for them, and they gonna live a stressful life. So please just stay there for them. Pray for them. Just love them. Because if you leave, they don't have nobody at that point. But we got people to be there for us. Our family. I wanted to give a shout out to Kenton Jones for just coming in our life and just being a father figure to us. And my grandpa, my Papa Tim, for being a father figure to us. And everybody. We want to just thank y'all for just having us and believing in us. Because we could be out there selling drugs or anything like that. But y'all y'all didn't teach us that way.
He watched over me to see if I did the right things. And I'm not gonna lie, I did some pretty bad things. But he did watch over me. Dad, Tim, for watching this. Thank you so much for all you have done for me.
All the fathers out there, watch over your kids. Don't just let them wander off, because half of the time, especially when you hit the teenage years, your mind starts to wander in places that parents wish it didn't. And it hurts the parents as well, because their kids starts to think things that they're not supposed to be thinking and that they're too young to be thinking. And all the kids that are out there without fathers, just pull through life. It's going to get better, I promise. It's going to get you down when you think about it sometimes. I have moments where I have to just sit there and think. I started thinking maybe it's because I'm not good enough, maybe because my dad just don't want me, maybe he just abandoned me, maybe he just don't, as in, like, he just don't love me no more. And it's gonna get you down. You're gonna cry sometimes, but it depends on how you get back up from that. Do you sit there and sob and just keep crying from that moment, or do you get up and you say, I'm gonna be a better father than my father was, and I'm gonna make sure my kids aren't like this. So people out there that don't have a father, push through. You can do it. Pull through. We've been pulling through. We've been getting by, trying our hardest to, and we're all going to be great fathers one day and provide for our kids and look over our kids and speak to our kids and get the connection that we need with our kids. So this has been a tough video to talk about, really tough to talk about. As you can see, it had all of us down, and this is just real talk. So we love y'all. Stay strong. You can pull through it. And peace.
All my, I let the stars fly. No more sleeping on the floor, so I gotta give it all.